Hello, everybody. How are you? It's so beautiful to connect with you this evening from the UK, from Cornwall in the UK. And I'm Suzanne Postings. I'm a multi-dimensional channel, and I channel light language and DNA activations. So please say hello in the chat and pop where you are coming from. And we will get started on this money mastery. I am so excited for this. This is such, for me, it is a huge topic. Hi, Infinite All. So lovely to connect with you. And I think this is one of the most important topics that we are discussing, that we are looking at, that we are putting our energy into at the moment, which is the energy of money. And I really wanted to, first of all, say that I am, it's been intentional for me to call this money and not about abundance, because I think we have a tendency to step out of talking about money and we talk about abundance, we talk about prosperity, but we don't actually talk about money quite a lot of the time. Money is an energy and it wants to connect with us and it wants us to love us, it wants to play with us, it wants to do that. So this is very definitely, yes, abundance is a wonderful thing to talk about, prosperity is a wonderful thing to talk about, richness is a wonderful thing to talk about, but I also want to say that money is also a beautiful thing to talk about. So this is wonderful. I know we've hello to Las Vegas, hello South Carolina. I know we've got someone here from Germany, so that's amazing. Absolutely beautiful to connect with you. Thank you very much for coming on live. It's really lovely to see you. We've got a lot to get through today. I've made lots of notes here, and there will, as always, be a light language transmission to come through as well. Which I believe is going to be about releasing us from our old limiting beliefs around money. Because, you know, I support people on their journey to the spiritual awakening through DNA activations, through light language channels activations, through programs. And I've been on that journey for about 20 years. And a lot of those old programs, those old systems that I used to have to plug into, like going to a normal job or those sorts of things, or relationships, we've managed to kind of step away from that as starseeds, light workers, whichever way you want to think about yourself. We've managed to kind of say, this isn't for me with relationships. We've managed to say that with friendships. We've managed to say that with jobs. We've managed in so many ways to step out of those old systems of control, or even if we're still in those systems with jobs or something like that, we've managed to kind of like back away and start our spiritual journey, or maybe we've got on the side, we're doing things. But money seems to be one of the biggest strongholds that the old 3D matrix has still got on us. It's one of the things that we are still having trouble kind of trying to get control of our own lives. So I think for me it's a really big subject. It's a beautiful thing to be able to channel and to talk about. And when in 2004 I got into Shambhala multidimensional healing, we were talking then about the collapse of the matrix systems and the rise of the 5D energies. And this was in Pai in northern Thailand with some amazing people. And I didn't realize at the time, I was so interested and so intrigued. And I loved the conversations and they were amazing. And I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. But I didn't realize quite how much those conversations, how important they were, because they were birthing the new reality. And as we went out with the teachings, and there was other teachings I'm sure all over the world, and we went and we shared those teachings, we shared those ideas, we shared those conversations, then that had an effect on the whole energy of the earth. And then those realities have to be birthed, because this is how reality is birthed, through your intention, through your ideas, through your conversations. So with us talking about money as a higher vibration and freedom to channel and to receive money from the universe, infinite money, infinite abundance, infinite what we need and what we want and to create, then just by even talking about this, having this conversation, just by you guys turning up, just by whoever's watching on the replay, just by setting the intention that we are going to be sovereign masters of our own monetary, our own money and our own monetary systems, then that is being birthed into reality, because we are setting those intentions and that energy in there. So I think this is really important, because it's like I say, it's the last sort of stronghold. So many of us, we do things in our lives because we have to, because we haven't got the money. That's the story, Oh, what would you do if you had the money? Well, I'd give up my job and I'd move to, Bali, or I'd write that book that I always wanted to write, or I'd but I can't because I've got to go to work, or I've got to do this, or I've got to do that. So it's the last kind of thing that I believe that we have that kind of slavery in, and to step out of that and to be able to step into our own freedom of this is really, 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 really important. So we've got a lot to go through tonight. I'm just going to have a look at the live chat as well. Hi from Canada as well. And yes, money is basically just numbers now. And I know the spirit realm is all in control of numbers we see. We have to put trust and faith. And that's exactly it. And we have to put so much true trust in ourselves, in our ability as multidimensional beings to tap into this infinite source, because it's already there. But we are so programmed, and this is the thing. If I live in the UK and at the moment, and there's so much programming out there that this is going up and that's going up, and I don't want to go into that story, but if I actually watch the news or listen to, occasionally I'll have the radio on, but I've even turned that off in my car, because every so often there's a story about how expensive everything's going up and how we can't afford things. So I'm like, I don't want to plug into that story. So I have to keep myself really clear. But also it's so much programming. So this is why I say it's really important that we come together and we hold that frequency of absolute financial freedom and sovereignty over our own money, and able to bring that in and manifest it on this earth. So I've had a really, really, really interesting journey with money this year that I wanted to share with you. I've had times in my life when I've actually been homeless. I've had times when I'm on the benefit system in the UK, and I've not been brought up in a abundant, rich life. And there was always just enough, that kind of survival tactics, that just enough. And sort of late last year, my dog needed some surgery. So I made a crowdfundme page to be able to help me to get my dog's surgery. And I was absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of love, the amount of support, the amount of help that people were willing to give me from all over the world. I had money coming in from people that I didn't even know. I did a free thing on my I gave out something for free, asked if anybody wanted to, and some people did, which was absolutely amazing and awesome and wonderful and so fabulous to receive. But there's also somebody got in touch with me and offered to give me all the money for the surgery, which was about £3,000. It's about $4,000 US dollars. And I was, I was bowled over by that. First of all, my first instinct was to say, no, 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 that's too much. I can't let you do that. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. And then I sat down with my guides and I thought, you've asked for this, Suzanne. You know, that was what they told me. You've asked for support here. You do not get to choose how that support comes. And I think this is a really important part and a really important thing to develop and to look at, because we think, okay, so, you know, you ask the universe, I'll ask the universe for $100, and then somebody comes and wants to give you that $100, or wants to buy your coffee, or wants to do this, or wants to do that, and we go, oh no, 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 I don't want it that way. I want it this way, but I want my ex-husband to pay for it. You know, but actually, we don't get to choose how the universe loves us. We don't get to choose, because everybody is God. Everybody is the universe. So we don't get to choose how that comes to us. We just have to be open to receive. And that was a really beautiful lesson for me, that I wasn't begging. I wasn't, you know, because that's another energy that we are taught that if we go and ask for money, or you're begging, oh no, no, and that's just it's some shame in that, you know, and that comes to past lives. So we'll come onto that in a bit. But that energy of begging, it's like, no. And it was like, actually, we have to be open to receiving, and however that comes, that is beautiful. And, you know, I did eventually accept, not all of it, because I didn't need all of it, because so many other people had been generous, but a large proportion to make it up did come from one person, which I was absolutely, you know, it was so amazing to be able to receive that. And to help my dog, and who's made an absolutely miraculous recovery. So that was so beautiful. And I realized that things were really shifting then. And then less than a month later, I really wanted to do a program with the amazing Zoe Davenport. And I didn't have the spare money to do the program, and I had a little chat with her, and you know, she was like, demand it in, Suzanne, really call it in. So I did, and then about a week later, somebody messaged me, because a mutual friend of ours, needed some money, needed some crypto needed some money for some surgery. And it was quite a lot of money. It was like £24,000. And this person said, would I be able to help them to get some money in some crypto? Because I'd asked this person about crypto before, and I said, yes, sure, no problems. And I was able to deliver the message to this friend who needed the money, so the friend was going to help out. And the money came in, and it was quite a large amount of money. And I was on the like this live with them, saying, oh my God, this as much has come through. And then that was just a tester, because all the money came through. This one person gifted £24,000 to another friend for some surgery. And they said to me, Suzanne, there should be a little bit more in there. And that exact amount was what I needed to do this program. And I was like, oh my God, to be in this stream of love, in this stream of abundance, in this stream of gift, just to help another human being. It shifted me, it changed me, it made me believe in miracles. And it also made me understand that somebody who's created their own wealth, how generous they could be, and they didn't even want to deliver the message. They didn't even want thanks for it. They were like, you know, I've got it, it's okay, here, give it to that person. And that to me was just so much beauty, so much love, so much, and what a vibration to be able to be experienced. And I was like to the universe, how on earth did I get into this? How did I get, you know, involved in being this? So it really shifted me, and it really made me believe in miracles. and miracles with money. And it also made me realize that I have changed my vibration to be even involved in that transaction. Okay. So it was a really, really, really beautiful experience that I know will keep growing and keep expanding in my experience and that of other people. Because as I said at the start, you know, when we have these experiences, when we celebrate them, when we've heard about them, when we talk about them, when we say, oh, isn't it amazing, wow, that allows the universe, one, to be created, you know, and then more and more and more of that to be brought in and brought in and brought in and brought in and manifested in the world. So I wanted to share that with you because these are two miracles that happened within, you know, a couple of weeks for me. And I was like, right, we are changing now. We are shifting frequency. Okay. We are shifting frequency. So that's why I think, you know, it's so, so important at the moment. And I also, as I've been bringing this through, I was sat there the other day and I had so much gratitude for the richness in my life. I have had and have led and still continue to lead such a rich, rich, rich life. I have worked in some of the most unusual jobs. You know, I taught in a women's prison. I had the most amazing richness of people that I met in that space. I used to drive a taxi down here in Cornwall, which there's loads of people on holiday. I've taken people everywhere. I've done all sorts of things in the most, you know, ridiculous. I took 4 guys one time from all the way from Cornwall all the way to Gatwick Airport, and we stopped off at Stonehenge. I've just you know, I worked in a gay cafe for 3 years and had the most amazing time. And I'm like, oh, wow, when we celebrate these richnesses, I've traveled the world, I've worked in South Korea, you know, I've met so many amazing people and had so many amazing experiences. And that is a richness, there's a richness to life. And when we celebrate that richness as well, that is also bringing in more of this. So all that celebrate, gratitude, gratitude, and get into this money energy. So also, I've also had the energy of money come to me recently. So it came to me, it's a light language channel, which I know a lot of you watching have experienced it, the light language that I channel. But this is different. It's playful, it's fast, it's everywhere, it's energetic, it's just so, it's like a little impy kind of fairy sort of, and wants to just play with us, wants to connect us, because that's the thing, money wants to be used to connect everybody, and it's been hijacked, it's been kept back. You know, if you think about the programming that we have at school, you know, it's like, right, you've got a pie, you know, Suzanne has a pie, there's 8 pieces to the pie, she gets 2 pieces away to blah, you know, so and so, how many pieces has she got left? And we've so been taught that that is all there is. There's only this pie. There's not an infinite amount, and you can only have this much, and then you've got nothing left. And that's not the way. That is not the way. We are abundant beings. We are absolutely God in physical form. We are source energy, and we can tap into that abundance. And yeah, at the moment we might be a little bit like that, you know, but I truly believe that we are going we are opening the doors and allowing more in and allowing more in and allowing more in and allowing more in. And when you do it from a heart, when you really want to share, like, I wish to be abundant, not just for myself. I wish to have money, not just for myself, but to be able to share it with others, to be able to spend it, to share it, to be able to gift it, but also as a guiding light to prove to others that when you totally live in your truth your absolute connection, then you can be abundant. And that's what I really feel. We have to kind of get into this so that we can then let go of those old systems, because the last system of control that I feel is the monetary system, and it is going to collapse. It's built on nothing. So we need to get into a different monetary system, and a monetary system where we are sovereign. Okay. All right. So, let me see where else we are. I can really feel the energy coming through. So the energy of money is playful. It is fun. It is abundant. It is joyful. Okay. And now, actually, I'm going to bring that energy through. I am going to bring that energy through because it's here. It wants to play. It wants to connect with you. So just take a few deep breaths. This is a light language channel. You might want to move with this. Allow yourself to play with money. See it as gold frequency. Okay, that was just a little quick feeling of how money feels, how it wants to connect with you. And it's quick, it's fast, it's playful, it's fun. Okay. Let me just come back into my body. I'm going to read some of the comments here, and yeah, money is not the root of all evil. It is not. Money is a consciousness. It is an energy. It is humans of a lower consciousness that have hijacked it and kind of kept it and sold us this limiting belief that we can't have it, and it's keeping us in a lower frequency. And that's why it's the last thing to kind of to go out is my belief. And yes, it's when we fall back into the ego mind, and the programming is lack. Okay, the programming is lack. Wherever you look, there is always, ways telling us that we're not, fuel's going up, this is going up, that's going up, how are we going to afford it? It's the stories all the time. Okay, so I'll do another channeling in a minute as well on clearing our limiting beliefs around money. So I asked my guides, I was like, what can I really do to support people with this, their monetary story? So about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years, I was on a live free things like this with somebody who was talking about growing a business and manifesting more money. And the program she was talking about was $10,000, and I couldn't afford $10,000. And then there was a conversation, and she said, "Oh well, you know, I'll make it. I'll do another one that's super affordable," and that was $5,000. And I was, for me, that really wasn't super affordable. So when I asked my guides, what can I do? I wanted to do a program for you guys that I felt and my guides felt was super affordable. So I have channeled it's 8 light language sessions, and I have put my heart and soul into this. It is a downloadable program for you guys. If you can't, it's going to be 88 pounds. It's not live, that it's downloadable for you, and there are videos, but what I'm saying is there's not going to be a live coaching call each week. But I've kept it at 88 pounds. But if that's not available for you at the moment, that's absolutely fine. Please stay on and listen to the light language transmission that I'm going to do to clear your limited beliefs, because I know not everybody is in that space. But I've tried to keep it as affordable as I can for everybody. So there is a past life energy clearing, because what kept coming up for me and what still comes up for me is those times in my life, in past lives, where I have been a beggar, where I haven't had money, or where I might have had money and not used it for good. I might have been the lord of the manor, and I've not been good to the people on my land or something, or it's actually kept me in slavery. So there's a past life energy clearing. There's a ancestral energy clearing as well, because we also get it through the bloodlines as well. So that's another one. There is a clearing limiting beliefs, and because I feel this is the most important one for us, that we need to clear all our old limiting beliefs about money. And this is all the programming. It's clear it. I mean, excuse me, just this afternoon, I could feel all this energy coming through, all this resistance, to coming on live today. So I had to sit down again and write all those old limiting beliefs around money, and, have tears, and then burn those limiting beliefs and let them go, because we've got so much programming that we have to keep shifting that energy. So, and then there's an activation to releasing the old systems, because we have such those old systems of control have a lot around us. So if you've ever had to, even write out for your pay packet to an old system, let's clear that. And then there's attunements to opening up to worthiness, to receiving. There's another one for attunements to the frequency of money, which you've just had a little bit of then. There's another one which is an expanding into our abundance. And there is another one for restoring our original blueprint and attracting miracles. So there are 8 sessions, 8 light language transmissions and videos to support those in the program, which is called Money Mastery, and if you go onto my website and go down into masterclasses. So I have done everything that I can in this program to be able to support you and clear at the deep level what I feel is, and what my guides have wanted us to bring through, to holding us back, to actually holding that frequency of money. So I really, really, really hope that that is available for you, and that you are able to receive it and really enjoy it and use the activations to clear that. Because as I say, the more of us that we are holding that frequency, holding that vision, holding that intention of becoming masters of our own money, then the universe has no choice, because this is how energy works, that to deliver us this. So that is what is going to happen more and more and more, as more of us believe this, more of us let go of all this old programming, and more of us call in miracles. Okay, so that is what I've done for you, and it's been a pleasure to bring through. It's been a lot to bring through. I've had to, go back into my own stories, my own beliefs, and be able to clear things in order to be able to bring that energy in through for you. So yeah, Infinite All says, wow, this energy, I just had a huge shift. So that's amazing. Wonderful. Yeah, it's the energy of money on the actual transmission that comes through, that's on the mastermind, is really playful. It's really, really fun. It's really amazing. So I will come in and do a releasing, clearing some limited beliefs in a minute. But has anybody else got any questions or anything that they would like to share whilst I'm just getting ready to bring in this energy for you? I've realized I think it takes a little bit of time between me asking and the questions going up. There's a little bit of a delay there. But yeah, it's a great one, and I am so excited to see us as a collective release all that old programming and be able to manifest true monetary wealth, abundance, and freedom. For me, it's actually all about freedom. It's not about having 20 sports cars on the drive. It's not about it's not about any of those things. For me, it's having the freedom to live the lives that we truly wish to live, whether that is just having enough that you can go and buy a hut or buy a piece of land in the middle of Alaska and never see another soul again, and live with 200 dogs. It doesn't matter. Whatever freedom it brings for you when you know that you've got enough money supporting you. So that is what I feel is really, really, really important, and that's what I keep asking for whenever I ask the universe for things now. It's freedom on all levels, and finances and money is one of the big things that we are not at the moment free, but we will be. We are bringing that in. So, and I know it's an issue for so many people, and yeah, I just want to help. I just want to be able to support people as best I can to let go of those old beliefs, that old programming. Okay, so yeah, so we've got people saying here, I know it's an issue for them, and they'll check out the channeling, and that they're buzzing right now. Yeah, it is. It's a tricky one. It's a really tricky one. And even just, when I was bringing this through, it was like, do I say it's abundance accelerator? Do I say this? Do I say that? And it's, I was like, no, it's got to be money. And even me, I've got, really? Because we have so much, people sometimes will talk about their sex life before they'll talk about their money, how much money they've got in the bank. It's amazing how we will talk about all these other things, but actually knowing, talking about money, it seems to be this big taboo, this big kind of, or like we're ashamed of it. And it's a beautiful energy that actually connects the whole world, and it wants to be shared, it wants to be appreciated, it wants to be loved, it wants to be played with, and it wants so much gratitude for for it, and wants to be accepted, and we are worthy to receive as well, because that's another thing as well. We kind of, our own self-worth, we don't always feel that we should receive. Like I say, when somebody says I'll buy you coffee, oh no, it's okay, I can buy myself. Oh no, when do you allow somebody to actually give to you? You're worthy to receive. If somebody wants to give to you, say thank you very much, that's beautiful, amazing. And someone saying, I now know the more you give, the more you will receive, but I know how strong the lack program is of waste, or the wasting money issue is really programmed into us. It is, yeah, it's really programmed into us. Wasting, if you've got some, then somebody else doesn't have some, and that's that competition energy. I think I'm going to do another thing on that soon, on because that's big as well. That kind of like, they've got, you haven't, there's only so much. And it starts, look at our maths classes in primary school. It really, it's big and it's deep, and I really want to support people to be able to get out of this and be able to, because believing that knowing that we have this programming, and setting the intention to release it, and setting the intention to connect to our truth as an abundant being, that is, and believing that is what's really going to shift us. Okay, so let's sit back now and do a activation. Let's do a clearing of our limiting beliefs surrounding money. So we're going to set that intention now. We're going to set that intention that this transmission that is coming through now is clearing our limiting beliefs around money, that there's a lack of money, that there's not enough, that's if somebody else has it, then we shouldn't have it. Okay, so take a few deep breaths. We're calling in the ancestors and elders of the land, or calling in your guides, higher self, all the galactic councils that are here for the highest vibration of love light. And we set the intention to clear the energy, any limiting beliefs surrounding money. So anamaya nanagaya diado so do so do ma. Ianyanya no manananya nanananya da da do. Saya do dia da Sia do do ya da na 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 ya da na ya da 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 ya da ya da 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 do 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 do. So no no man nya 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 do 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 da da man nya nya da 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 ya da da do 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 da 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 da. Kia no nyana ya da da do do da da ya da ya nya nya da do so do do da da ya da ya nya 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 da da na ma ya da da do do da da wa Kia so ayarado da da ya da 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 ya nya na na munyo do 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 sa ya da da ya da 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 ya Kia soaya no manaya dia do 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 da mananya nya 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 na na ya do 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 ba da da nya 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 na 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 ya da 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 do 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 da 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 da. See yo do 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 no 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 nya no no nya no 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 manani ya da 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 do do da da ya da 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 ya na na nya 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 na na no do 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 go a Kia so ayanama ayano o so asaya si asaya no 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 go aya da da do do. Breathe in the light of abundance, the golden dimensional rays from the central sun. Kia sia no mana, ia nanu anana gaya deada. Sia do do so ayana ma ayadiada gaya. Sia yodo do mana yaniana. Sia dai do so ayana na idiado do go do so ayana ma. Ia no do do go no mania na na idiado do go asia da do do. Tia no mana ya da da ya da da do yada yada da da ya na sia no do yo do ya da da ya na no do da ya Ku saya sia no mana aya da kaya saya oh allowing that energy to permeate through. Ooh, do 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 so. Okay, oh, thank you now to all the guides. Oh, thank you. Ah, ooh. Breathing yourself back in now, back into space, back into your body. Make sure you stay really grounded. Oh, thank you. Closing this circle of light. Ooh, there's a little bit there where I kind of felt the energy. They kind of opened up this portal behind us here, kind of like, oof, to just let out all those limiting beliefs. That was really beautiful and powerful. You can just see here a lovely heart that we've got reflected in the behind me as well, and that lovely shard of light that's coming through. Whew, thank you everybody so much. Yeah. Oh no, we're getting some crazy things coming now. Ooh. So yeah, someone says we stand in our courage, see the blocks, find light. It can make it questionable in our self-worth to let it go. This is when we need to surrender to our higher self, surrender to and allow. And that is totally true. We do need to surrender. and it can be really, really, really tricky for the mind, for the ego to surrender. So, there's a couple of ways we can do this. Sometimes sitting down and meditating is the best thing, and sometimes just actually going and doing something else, going and having a giggle, going and changing, and it just shifts it, especially then when somebody who well can make you laugh at your own self, and it just cuts through the ego. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so beautiful transmission. I felt that deeply, and yeah, these bots might be my guides wanting me to live stream. Don't worry. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I changed the settings on the live chat earlier, and I think that's allowed some bots through, which is quite amusing. I wonder what they'll get from that transmission. So everybody, is there anything else that you would like to add into the live stream? Thank you all very much for coming. I will put the link in the bottom of this to the money mastery masterclass that I've put out for you. If it's not for you at the moment, that's absolutely fine. It's going to be there. It's just going to be up for you to download whenever. But also, just these transmissions that are coming through, and even setting the intention to connect into that is going to shift you, and it's going to shift the collective. It's not just all about ourselves. It's actually shifting for the collective, for everybody. So we all get in that stream of financial freedom. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much as well, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all that you are doing. Every time you set intention, every time you put something out there, every time you have conversations that are high vibrational, every time that you do that, you shift. And it can so feel sometimes like we're doing everything on our own, and we are, we're sat in our own lounge, but we are all so powerful. And as we come together as a collective, and as we all set this intentions, then we're shifting the whole world and the whole frequency. It is amazing. It takes a little bit of time in our human minds, but look what we've managed to do. Look how we're shifting. Look how many people are awakening. Look what is happening. And, the reality is the last thing to shift. We have to shift our beliefs and our own frequency first. You are so welcome. I'm so glad that you felt the transmission, and you felt the shift. Yeah, many blessings to all, and yeah, many blessings to all of you. And whether you come on the live, that's been amazing. Thank you so much for your love, your support, and your for being here, and for writing and really helping me and helping everybody to show up in this world. It's not an easy thing. The first time your guides tell you that, come on, go and do some YouTube lives, you're like, oh no, really? Can't I just stay here in my little safe bubble? So it's really beautiful when everybody comes, and it keeps us all going, whether it's me or any other channel or somebody that's trying their best there to raise the vibration. Thank you so much for that. And I know that you are all amazing beings, and you have all got so much to share as well. I know a lot of you personally that watch this, and some of you I have, a lot of you I've connected with, and some of you I haven't. But it is so beautiful to have you here. You're all amazing. You're all doing a fabulous job. We are changing, we are shifting, we are birthing a new reality, and that is bound to have some labor pains somewhere along the way. But you are absolutely absolutely amazing. How could one donate some money? If you wanted to donate some money, my darling, then that is gratefully received, and I will put it in here. It is SusanPostings.com. So you can do that through PayPal at hello@SusanPostings.com. So that is one thing that you could do it. But the actual program is £88, which is probably about $100, which I know is not possible for some people, but that's always there as well for you. That is there for you. So oh, I haven't pressed send. There you go. So yeah, my PayPal is hello@susanpostings.com, and if you wish to donate money, that is absolutely amazing. It really, I will happily receive that, and because I'm worthy to receive, as we've discussed. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been beautiful to have you all on there. You're all amazing. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and day, and a prosperous, beautiful miracle money manifesting miracles. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.